Technical issues. There we go. Good evening, folks. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels, and we're going back to that horrible world known as the JRC. But before we do, the usual disclaimers. Just a little brag. So, I started at the bottom of the barrel today. Just call after call where I felt more like a switchboard operator than somebody that was working a sales job, right? Yeah, that got on my last nerves a few times. But like starting around 12 o'clock, I just got like, I don't know, like an air of indifference. I don't know, but all of a sudden I started pounding the cells out for the Labor Day sales one after the other. And I ended at about 35% close, which is where I need to be. And over 10K in sales. So, yeah. But it smashed my brain. It shattered my brain into tiny itty bitty pieces, and I'm surprised I can form a coherent thought, and I have a raging headache from hell. So, unlike most people, call center agents, we don't get Labor Day off. That's when we have to work the hardest. So pray for me. Pray for me that I don't harm my nice, pretty wall over here. Because during sales, people are the most egotistical, rude, selfish, absolutely just horrible human beings that you can't ever come across that they can produce out of themselves. So, yeah, pray for me on that, please. Please and thank you. Alright, usual disclaimers. Did ditch exercise just because of that reason. Okay. In the description box, you're going to see the link to the article that the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center doesn't want you to read. It is written by NeuroClastic, a small non-for-profit started by autistics for autistics, wherein they interviewed and surveyed over 900 ABA professionals in regards to the JRC's quote-unquote behavioral treatment program. Matter of fact, the JRC doesn't want you to read this article so much they have threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they do not remove it from the website. Of course, NeuroClastic has refused, so you know the drill. Please read and share on all your social media. We also have NeuroClastic's public statement in regards to the defamation lawsuit threat, as well as their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding in case the JRC actually has the balls to see through with their threat. Also included are the links to the Agape boarding school situation. Agape boarding school is a school located out in Stockton, Missouri that is Christian themed to reform rebellious teens. Didn't your grandma threaten to send you there once, Paul?
Yep.
Yeah, in the 90s. Fun, right? They have 21 pending lawsuits against them. 21 of them now, Paul. 21 of them. That are alleging sexual abuse, physical abuse, as well as starvation, and a lot of other charges that are slowly coming out of the woodwork. So, please take a look at those links. They do have a change.org. Please ignore the sync. Please click on that. It's to shut the Agape boarding school down petition. We got the other pertinent links to the Stop the Shocks campaign as well. My God, JRC has been around longer than most of the staff at Agape have been alive. Think about that horrible thought for a moment. We have Hoya's massive archive on the subject, or as I like to call it, over 3 decades of receipts. We have the templates and the ever-present self-explanatory change.org shut the Judge Rotenberg Center down petition. When we discuss the stupid, JRC, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of, and as well as catch surveillance footage of people with disabilities being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please use your headphones, all right? All right, it is 3:53. My brain is melted. Labor Day sales are murder, folks. I think I had less of a freaking headache than when we did Black Friday. And I don't like to think about Black Friday. It gives me nightmares. So if I stumble over my words, apologies in advance, all right? So we're going to where we left off yesterday, and I've already previewed it, folks. We've got a lot of stupid getting ready to happen here. So buckle up, pause this, and get yourself some calming tea. If you got chamomile, for the love of God, bust it out now. Okay, here we go. Students are allowed to socialize with peers when it's appropriate to do so, such as times when they have earned a chance to go to the reward store, when they are enjoying recreational opportunities on our playground, when they're on field trips, when they have earned some leisure time and their residences, etc. Okay, can I stop this and say, how fucked is it that they have to earn leisure time? You bust their asses 9 hours a fucking day, 7 days a week. And unlike the rest of us, they have to earn leisure time? Earn. And they wonder why there's behaviors. Did you all never watch The Shining? I'm just saying right there. That would make a neurotypical snap and have a behavior. I guarantee you, put a fucking neurotypical in there. Make them stack fucking popsicle sticks and jump through all these hoops. 9 hours a day, 7 days a week. With no leisure time? What the hell do you think's going to happen? Really? It is insane. It is batshit insane that you are getting away with doing this to disabled kids. Why? Because we're born, I guess? No, God forbid. The hell is wrong with you people? You overwork them, you starve them, you don't allow them to sleep. That's just on top of everything else you do. Your bizarre behavioral lessons, the shocks. Jesus. Students are not allowed to socialize with peers during that part of their academic time when they should be doing their academic work, or not when they are behaving inappropriately. Can we say it again for the idiots in the back? Why are they not allowed to socialize in the hallways like any other student does? Yes, I include elementary schools with this, JRC, in a public school setting, whether you're a special ed student or not. When you are going from classroom to classroom, you are allowed to mingle and interact with your peers, like go into the lockers. Girls go to bathrooms in troops, it's a thing. But no, we're disabled. We're not allowed to do that because we might do something inappropriate. What, you mean bitch, moan, and complain like every normal fucking teenage kid does? Because that's normal, JRC. Neurotypicals do that. You ever walk through a high schools after a bell rang? Yeah. JRC makes many efforts to provide social opportunities for students, such as time spent in the big reward store, field day, field trips throughout the week, outside activities, dances, group classroom activities, etc. I will say it again for you idiots who can't seem to understand this. You make them earn it, which means it's garbage. If they are only allowed to practice social skills when you deem it so during big rewards and field days and field trips that they may not even get to participate in. Because, they yelled at you when you shocked a fellow student. It doesn't help. It shouldn't matter where they are on their behavioral sheet. They should be practicing social skills. If it's in their goddamn IEP, you have no excuse, none whatsoever to keep them from practicing those skills with their peers, like any normal, neurotypical kid does. They should not have to earn the right to be able to interact with their peers. It's ridiculous. It is literally ridiculous. I've already got a bone to pick with ABA, don't get me wrong. But even with ABA, they centralize socialization, not just with our peers, but with our neurotypical counterparts. It is crucial to the program. The kid doesn't have to earn it. It is literally built in. But no, at JRC, you don't see us as humans. You see us as subhumans. We have to earn the right to be treated like human beings. From everything to each bite of food, to whether I can talk to the person next to me while I'm walking in the halls towards class. You're not a school. You're just a knockoff from the institutions. That's all you are, JRC, and not all the fucking weird-ass bozo Disney acid trip cracktastic decorations is gonna change that. Let me finish up here. If the NSED visitors had been willing to go on a tour, oh, here the fuck we go again. With the JRC video. Watch the JRC video. You mean your propaganda bullshit? You mean the one that we actually have receipts on the fact that you will force them to act out a behavior on camera and then act nice and normal on the other so that you can put out your propaganda bullshit? Those videos? Yeah, New York knows about that. The world knows about that. Forgive us for not taking our information for a propaganda video. Talk to administrative chefs in charge of setting up these specific social interactions with students, etc. They might have understood what our policies are in this area. They know. They understand, JRC. They understand. Get off your fucking high horse. You're not the authority here. Take several goddamn seats. These people have doctorates, and they have looked at your bullshit. If a student has to earn the right to interact with their fellow students in these staged, garbage, infantilizing bullshit little soirees you throw together, you're not helping them build their social skills. Okay? If they have to earn it, then who is that helping? That means you're not following the IEP. That means you're lying. But we do follow it, we do. You'll follow the IEP if they do whatever the fuck you want. Let's call it what it is, shall we? I'm in a no bullshit kind of mood today. If you are not allowing them to interact with their peers organically in a way that is not horribly fucking staged, with people surrounding them with little remote controls that they can hit at any fucking time, that's not really teaching them socialization or allowing them to interact and socialize with their peers, JRC. You're putting things on paper to make yourselves look good, but the matter of fact of it is, you're going to have a few students who don't get their T's and I's dotted that are still not being taught social skills in a way that they can use in real life or even be able to practice what bullshit you all are teaching them because they didn't hit the markers. Everything you wrote is just a giant stinking garbage pile about the size of that shit in the first Jurassic Park movie. Y'all know that scene I'm talking about, right? God damn. What you wrote was a garbage piece of shit here. You didn't address a single thing New York brought up here. Not a single one. What they're telling you, JRC, is your bullshit soirees, your field trips, all of it is garbage because you leave some out so that they can't participate. So what about those kids? What are they learning? Nothing. I'm going to close out on that. We don't get very many reviews on this channel, especially on this subject. The few that we do tend to get removed from time to time. Please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time this afternoon, and as always, we hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.